Okay, let me guess. You're here because you want to learn French for a job application or planning to immigrate to France or Canada. Or maybe you started learning French a while ago, now you want to refresh it quickly. In this video, I'll share my 5 tips to help you learn French fast and efficiently in 2024. My first tip for learning French fast is to evaluate your current French level and objectives. Checking your skill level saves time by skipping what you already know. It lets you start again quickly. Let's imagine you have a basic level of French, so you don't need to spend a lot of time on basics such as alphabets, numbers, or greetings. Setting goals gives you a direction and a reason to stay motivated. Having a goal helps you focus. Are you learning French for work, travel, or passing a test? For instance, I have students who would like to learn French quickly to get a government job or get a permanent residency in Canada. Let's say you want to connect with a family member by learning French. You don't need to spend a lot of time on writing, but maybe more on speaking and listening skills. How can you determine your level and set objectives? You can easily find free tests online by doing a simple Google search. I also created a video for assessing your French level. The link in the description, so make sure to check it out. Once you've assessed your level, it's time to establish your objectives. You might be familiar with setting SMART objectives, which can be applied for French language learning. Specific, clearly define what you want to achieve, such as improving your writing skills, for example. Measurable, aim for a specific level, like reaching an A2 proficiency in French, let's say. Achievable, ensure your goals are realistic and feasible given your resources. Relevant, align your goal with your broader objective of speaking French. Time-bound, set a deadline like achieving your goal by the end of this year. And finally, think about these questions. What does success look like for you? How will you measure your success? For instance, being skilled at reading and responding to work emails or engaging with French speakers in daily life. My second tip is to create a learning plan and stick to it. Why do you need a plan? A plan keeps you on track and helps you stay consistent. It helps you decide what to study and see your progress. I also found that regularly taking French tests is an excellent way to track progress and to see where you are at in your French language journey. Let's say you are learning French on your own. I would recommend getting a textbook. They usually provide lesson plans at the beginning of the book, table of contents. So if you look it here, you can follow this table of contents with no problem. Alternatively, you can create your own learning plan depending on your objectives. Let's say you are planning to travel to Quebec and you want to learn French quickly. Here's an example of learning plan that I created for my course. Lesson 1, preparing for your trip, learning the basic vocabulary and phrases such as polite expressions. And lesson 2, here you learn some important phrases and dialogues to use at the airport. And lesson 3, arriving at the hotel, again learning important dialogues and questions that you can use at the reception. Before navigating the city, you want to ask questions to locals. So here learning important questions, right? Like ask a direction in French or how to understand the direction. And finally, lesson 5, dining out. Here you learn some useful vocabulary, you understand the menu and all that. If you are interested in this course, I will leave the link in the description. You can also sign up for free and test out some lessons. All my French learning tips, free resources and courses are accessible on my website tumulearning.ca. My third tip for learning French quickly is to focus on what's relevant to you. So be sure that you are learning what's necessary for achieving your goals. I met many students who become overwhelmed by very challenging subjects and get frustrated because they struggle with certain concepts that They actually don't need to learn at such an early stage. If your goal, for example, is to have simple conversations at a grocery store, then focus on learning key vocabulary and phrases for that scenario. Again, if you have a learning plan aligns with your objectives, you wouldn't end up learning unnecessary topics. My fourth tip is to engage with French content. Many of my students mention watching TV shows or listening to French songs, which is great, but that wouldn't make you fluent easily. You should actively engage with the content you're watching or listening to. Take notes of new words, practice pronunciation, listen repeatedly, and challenge yourself to understand. For instance, pick a short clip and listen it first to understand the main concept. You listen it again, and you try to understand the details and take notes of the keywords. Another technique I also share with my students is shadowing. I talk about this technique in one of my videos, so make sure to check it out. So don't just passively consume French content, but actively engage with it, trying to understand and repeat and take notes and maybe practice pronunciation. Also, don't forget to diversify the content to become familiar with different accents. My final tip is to practice French regularly. Whether your focus is speaking or writing, consistent practice, even 15 minutes or 20 minutes a day, can help you improve fast. Set aside specific time each week just for practicing French. During this time, concentrate only on practicing, not learning new topics. You can of course take note of missing words or concepts to learn in the future, but you should only focus on practicing during this time. For instance, if you want to get better at speaking and become fluent, spend some time talking to people who speak French. You could hire a tutor like myself or use apps like Tandem or HelloTalk to find someone who speaks French. I know that not a lot of us have the opportunity to live in a country where the language is spoken, so that's why talking to yourself can be a solution too. Ça, c'est un livre, c'est une balle, c'est un stylo, c'est un arbre de Noël, ça, c'est une plante, et ça, c'est moi. Salut! If you want to improve your writing, spend time writing in French. You can also practice specific writing tasks like writing postcards or emails. So here are 5 tips to learn French quickly and efficiently in 2024. Number 1. Find your current French level and set objectives. Number 2. Create a learning plan and stick to it. Number 3. Learn what's relevant to you. Number 4. Engage actively with French content. Number 5, practice regularly. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you found my tips helpful. Tell me in the comments which tip resonated with you the most and which one you are willing to try. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more learning tips and lessons. I know that French is a very challenging language to learn, but keep up the good work. See you soon. À bientôt. Merci.